That's actually going to lead me into my topic, which I've changed because this whole fucking podcast has gone which way and whatever. And
Yeah.
I'm going to go with E3 predictions because Bethesda, Fallout, Skyrim, they have their own conference at E3 this year. Never done that before, right? So why would they do that? If not,
it's going to go one of two ways. Version A, they're going to announce Elder Scrolls Online for the consoles and maybe a new expansion for it, and then Fallout 4.
Well, they already announced it.
No, they've announced it, but they might give us more details finally.
Yeah.
Or they're going to announce, and this is the one I don't want, Fallout Online and Elder Scrolls 6.
No, they're not going to do that.
You say that. You hope. You're praying it's not.
They've seen how Elder Scrolls Online did.
It did horrible, right?
Yeah. And so they
I was debating about buying
They took away the subscription.
Elder Scrolls. Yeah.
It's coming to consoles. Everything's okay. Yeah. But for a while, it was really walking on glass. It was really like, I want to play this, but I'm not going to play this because you're trying to play it.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's not a lot to do or whatever.
They had a subscription? I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
$15 a month, man.
Same as World of Warcraft.
Can anything even do that besides World of Warcraft anymore? I think the answer is no.
I think the clear answer is no.
Yeah,
and everybody is seeing that, including World of Warcraft. It's dying.
Slowly, like a slow,
very slowly.
Really? It's still pretty popular. Like,
yeah, dude.
I feel like people don't.
I think it went from like
millions.
8 million.
They still have
like
millions of $15 a month.
Well, they were at
so
like
many
16
money
or
on
something
selling
million.
There was
characters.
something ridiculous.
Oh yeah, if you buy the new expansion, you instantly level up the new character to 80 or something like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the commercials for that.
Okay,
I'm
so
like, that sounds stupid.
Bethesda is gonna do this. They're gonna either announce Fallout motherfucking 4,
which we are hoping for.
Yeah, and if they don't,
that'd be my vote.
I'll burn everything.
It'll be Elder Scrolls 6 if they don't.
I think they're gonna do both.
Ooh.
I really do. Because here's why.
Are you saying you don't want an Elder Scrolls 6?
No, I do, but I want Fallout 4 more.
Because you grouped it with what you didn't want.
It's going to be the New Vegas, though. It's going to be Obsidian / whatever. Take Elder Scrolls and do Skyrim, or like Elder Scrolls New Vegas, right? And then also Todd Howard and my team have done fucking Fallout 4, right? And then of course they're going to do, I know they're going to talk about Elder Scrolls Online. They're going to be like, did you play Wolfenstein at all?
No.
Because, did you, anybody?
Which one? I played the originals.
No, the Bethesda one, the new one. New Order.
Did not.
So, worst 30 minutes of gameplay ever. And it's the first 30 minutes, right? So a lot of people, like, this is fucking stupid, it's awful. After you hit that, like, the rest of the game is so good and not a lot of people expected it. I think they're going to do another one, so I think they're going to come out and be like, here's Wolfenstein 2. What's the other one that they do? They have another studio that's
making a game. Are they going to call it Wolfenstein 2, or are they just going to be like Wolfenstein, but better?
Maybe.
Right?
But not a horrible first 30 minutes.
Yeah. But better.
It's really bad. You're like in a plane, and it's just a guy yelling at you. He's like, go to the back and grab the bombs, and so you're like, oh, what? And so you go to the back. Yeah. And it's like, it's not very clearly stated. Like, you're turning around, like, where is this thing? And then you finally see there's, like, little print that's, like, bomb, and you're like, okay, now I get it. And then something goes wrong where you don't need the bombs anymore, and you're like, why did you want me to go, whatever. And it's 30 minutes, right? And then the plane crashes. And then you wake up in this hospital, and the Nazis have taken over, right? And you're, like, in this mental asylum. And it just takes a huge turn where you break out of this thing and like shoot a bunch of Nazis and you escape out of the castle and like almost die. And like you have this thing in your head that like makes you have seizures or whatever. It's really good.
So it's one of those instances you could just cut out that first 30 minutes and be perfectly fine.
I don't know how they play tested that and people were like, keep it in, right? And weren't like, change this.
That reminds me of, it was one of the games you suggested for me to play, and this is just like a general topic of games where, like, you need to find something, like, very specific, and you've, like, cleared the whole map except for this trapdoor, or the key, or you didn't grab the right thing when you searched the guy, right? And I can't remember what game it is, I don't remember if you remember.
I recommended it to you?
You recommended it to me, I downloaded it on Steam, and there's this one part where like I was like, Aaron, I don't know what the fuck to do. Like I'm at this part, I'm running around. It's only like 45 minutes of this damn game, and there's this part where I get to like go into this this backyard of this building, and you had to like climb up this little ladder on the side of an alley, and I just didn't see it.
Half-Life 2?
Maybe.
Half-Life 2, you have to like, remember you have to
it
like
is.
build
It
the
absolutely
boxes?
is. It absolutely is.
Remember you have to build the
Yeah.
boxes, go up the ladder, and then jump out the window?
Yep, and I don't know if it was that part or something to that degree, and like it just drove me nuts. I think it might have been Half-Life 2 because I remember downloading
where
it.
it starts out where you're on a train, and it's like, wake up, Mr. Freeman.
Well, I don't know because you described me very like detailed at the beginning of Half-Life 2, so I don't know if I'm remembering that or if it's a part of the game I downloaded. I actually don't want to say it's not that. I'll go home and let you know, but just that part of a video game where like
It happens.
30 minutes you're just
Did you eventually
driving
find
me
it?
nuts? Yeah, I did. But I cheated and watched a YouTube video, which pissed me off as well.
That's happened.
I hate when I have to do that.
I had to do that. The last time I had to do that, it was a long time ago. Maybe not the last time, but one instance that sticks out in my mind. I borrowed Tomb Raider from my friend, and
I heard that's a game like that.
yeah, and it's
You ever played it?
it's because it's games take a long time to evolve into something good, right? And there was this part where you just didn't really know what to do. So I was like trying to figure it out. I kept running back and forth, and it's just like I didn't realize there was like this rock wall you had to climb up and then climb
Running back and
over,
forth is the best part,
and then
she is so hot.
that's part of the reason why they made her female, right?
Oh my god. Way
You
too
hear that
busty
story?
for how she jumps
Yeah.
around, dude.
Right.
Like, there's the intro cinematic where, so she, like, this boat crashes or whatever, and this guy's like, no, Laura, and, like, grabs her, and it's just his point of view, and it's just right down her shirt. And then,
boobage.
and then
No,
and then she slow-mo drops just forever, and you're just like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Like, this is...
No,
this
I'm
is-
talking about the original Tomb Raider.
Oh!
Yeah.
I didn't know you were talking about that.
No, the original
Oh,
Tomb
okay.
Raider. Yeah, sorry, I guess
Which
I have
by
to
the
clarify.
way, you can.
The
Yeah, I had no idea you were talking about
PlayStation,
the
that's what I
original.
meant, yeah, because you have to run around, and that's what I mean by, like, evolved, like, that was a long time ago.
Still
That was,
hot,
like,
but more pixels.
that was, like, over 10 years ago, 12 years ago, whatever it was.
Her leg
But,
is
like,
like a rectangle.
I had to, like, run around, basically I had to call up my friend, I was like, what do I do? Like, I don't know where to go. He was like, there's a rock wall that you have to climb up over, and then you climb over it, and then you see this valley of green, and you're like, oh shit, like this doesn't make sense why there's a huge valley out there, and I missed it because I couldn't figure out where to climb. And then you run out there, and the first thing you run into is a giant fucking T-Rex, and you're like, what the fuck? And you have to
Over
run
the
away.
rock wall, it's a
Why is
giant
there fucking
T-Rex.
T-Rexes out there? And so it was pretty freaky, but yeah, that was the last time I had to figure out what to do. But like you said, like games kind of they're kind of like film, like when movies were evolving, they were taking like stage actors and they were putting it into movies, and so a lot of early movies were really not
They're
very
like
subtle.
plays.
Yeah, they're not very subtle. Like they're really overacting because on a stage you have to do that so
Right,
everybody
yeah.
can see it. And so over time, as they started learning that movies are much more intimate, they don't need to overact kind of like that. They started getting much better because of that. And games were like that too. That's why the Nintendo games were so fucking hard because they were designed to be quarter consuming machines.
Yep.
Right.
That were arcade games, and even when
The
they were
graphics
designed
just
for a
got better,
console,
yeah.
they're like, yeah, let's have only 5 lives. Good luck, bitch.
Yeah.
Fucking,
That's why it took me 5 hours to get to the third fucking level of Back to the Future.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
The turbo tunnel and battle
Yeah.
toads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so, yeah, but think how we have auto saves and stuff. I don't even have to save games anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny when I play Mega Man 2 on my DS and it still pops up with a password code where you'd have to
Yep.
write down the password so that I have to go to my friend's house real quick
And
and, I
hopefully
don't
don't
want to
screw up the
go
grid
back. Yeah.
that you have to write out.
Metroid and Metroid did that.
Yeah.
Passcode.
Now, if we go back to the last topic, which is games that hold up,
Yeah.
the original Metroid does not hold up because I went back and played it.
Yeah.
And it's
You're not
so fucking hard, and you don't do anything. You really don't. You just fall down things and you climb up and you platform a little bit and you go through a door and you go through, and it's there's just it is what it is, but it doesn't hold up. Where Super Metroid is fucking amazing.
Okay.
Um,
So predictions.
yeah, I want to do more E3 predictions.
Okay.
And so, how many E3s have you Wes, have you like sat down and watched?
5, 6, 7.
Like, do you pay attention to it every year?
Yes.
Like heavily?
Yes, I do.
Because
Yes,
I
I
do
do.
too. I sit down and I have a notepad and I'm watching all the conferences and I'm like listening to IGN talk about it afterwards and like I'm in it.
Reading
right?
articles for a
Right.
week later.
Exactly.
See, I watch it every year, but I wouldn't say I go that deep. I just figure out what I'm trying to cop. That's
Okay.
about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it, but I don't research ahead of time to try to figure out
Gotcha.
what's going to be there. That's why this is going to be difficult. But I'll tell you what I want to see. I want to see.
Yeah, that's a good. Like,
I want
what
to see.
would
I
you want to see?
want to see a Gears of War. I think that would be.
Well, how
That
about,
would
do you
be-
want to see a new Gears of War, or do you
Yeah.
want to see a Gears of War remake?
Fuck no.
Like HD for the
Single
one.
No,
no,
it's-
not
yeah, I
a-
want some new
no,
content.
yeah.
Remastered.
Yeah,
With the,
remastered.
with the exceptions of Bioshock and Skyrim.
Yes.
I will play those next gen.
That's what I
all day.
wanted to say, and I'm sorry I'm cutting you off, but this is important. Bethesda is going to release either Skyrim and then Fallout game, like Oblivion, Skyrim, New Vegas, and 3 on an HD disc, like the fucking orange box of this
Yeah,
generation.
yep.
They're going to do that. And Naughty Dog is going to do Uncharted 1, 2, 3 HD remake. You know how much money they would make? They have to realize that.
Yep.
As
They're
much-
going to do
Well,
As
it.
much
that's
as
why
Sony
they
would make
will.
if they finally give us a remake of Final Fantasy VII,
That would be good.
that's not the PC port.
Yeah. So that I wanted to throw that out there because they're gonna fucking do that and it's
Well,
gonna be amazing.
you think they're going to make a remake of Uncharted? Because they're making a.
Not a remake,
Fourth.
but they're gonna
Fourth, yeah.
remaster it.
and
They're
bring
gonna
it
do
out?
1, 2, and 3 like Halo remastered. They're gonna do Uncharted for the PS4. Absolutely, 100%.
Probably about a month or so before they
Exactly.
release.
Like they did with the Ico and Shadow of Colossus before Last Guardian was gonna come out, even though that didn't ever came out. But they're gonna remaster it, ship it out there a month before Uncharted 4 comes out. People are gonna buy the shit out of it, and then they're gonna buy the shit out of Uncharted 4.
When's the Star Wars game they had previewed at the last E3, like the sneak peek?
It's supposed to come out right before the movie, if not like alongside it.
Because
Really?
I need a good Star
I just read
Wars
about it
game
Are
last
you talking
today.
Battlefield or the Star Wars
Battlefronts.
Battlefront? Sorry, or
Battlefront.
1313,
That-
1313's gone.
Battlefront.
which is sad.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
I
can't
think
wait for
a
Battlefront.
wicked good Star
Except
Wars game would be.
I've seen
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
footage
So
of
like
it.
when the movie comes out, when you're seeing like newer trailers for it, you'll see trailers for the
Okay.
game too.
It's
I'll pay
a,
attention.
they turned it from a third person to a first person. It looks like from what I've seen on
Yeah,
YouTube.
they did.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate
Maybe they'll
that.
give you the options
Yeah,
to switch
I,
between
I'm
first and
hoping
third.
so. They're not showing you that, but I really, really hope so.
That's weird that it's first person for Star Wars. I feel like third would
Because
make way
it
more
was
sense.
it was
So you can
third
see
and
what
I,
you're playing.
Yeah.
yeah, I loved it, and that's what I like about Gears of
Yeah.
War as well. Because they do that really well. Because like
They do
you,
do
you
that
aim
really
and it's
well.
like
They do.
you almost can't even tell the difference. Like you know,
I don't like the Gears games. But
I just got my ass kicked online. That's again why I hated Gears.
I
Just got-
notoriously
I-
don't
but
play multiplayer.
that was a
games.
really good game. Like
Oh, yeah,
that you
the
didn't need
campaign was
multiplayer for.
true.
Yeah, like
The
the original Gears of War was a shotgun fest online. Like whoever can kind of
The
sneak around, and get
chainsaw,
close to
dude.
each other, and shotgun.
That was the most
So
satisfying
first
thing,
Yeah,
though.
the first time you ever
Chainsaw.
chainsaw somebody like solidified why you love Gears of War, you're just like.
Yeah.
You never enjoyed chainsawing people?
No, I mean it was cool, but I didn't relate to it, and I need like forever whatever reason I relate to other games where there's aliens and whatnot, like those big, bulky, buff dudes.
Space Marines.
I just didn't care about them. I don't care. I didn't, and so I played it, and
But
like
they
the
showed so
gameplay
much
was
more
okay.
personality than like
I didn't see it.
anything in Destiny or even Master Chief.
I didn't like Destiny. I like Gears of War more than Destiny, but I don't know. I just didn't. It's not for me.
Along the Gears of War front, since it's going to be the same company, I'm really excited for the new Unreal tournament.
That was
Oh, yeah.
I played a lot of Unreal for Xbox.
And they've shown some footage of the new one. It looks great.
Yeah.
They've
I've
been
seen
getting
demos
into
for
that,
the
too.
engine.
Yep, Unreal 4.
I don't think I've seen any demos yet for it. I need to start
I've
looking
just
that
seen
stuff up.
like a clip of using the flat cannon and killing somebody.
I'll never forget when I put in Titanfall for the first time. Because I remember I asked somebody, and I remember who, if there was anything other than multiplayer. And they're like, oh yeah.
Like a guy in the corner of your screen.
PvP. Don't want to get my ass kicked for 14 straight hours.
Yeah.
So I'm in there. It's fucking new Xbox, fucking Titanfall. This was the most hype game, even more than Destiny probably. And then it's just PvP.
Yep.
And then I trade.
That's all it is.
It's done. I played it twice, and I was like, super fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good on him though, because like the team that made that game left Infinity Ward, like the big Call of Duty guys, and they were like, "We're gonna go do our own thing because you guys are fucking assholes" or whatever. They had like a big falling out with what, and they
killed it for what it was.
They did stuff for what it was.
Just,
like
it was
good on them,
yeah,
but it's not for me.
Yeah,
people are still playing it though.
Yep.
I know they are.
I think they patched a bunch of things to make it better, but
still no story.
Running on the wall though, that's cool. Like
Right.
that concept of it was fucking awesome.
I mean, when Call of Duty rips you off, like that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, when they're like, "Well, now we got to do that." You know, that's
I
a
heard
good
Call of
thing.
Duty does that now. It's more like Halo and Titanfall, where you can
Is
have
that
all
the,
these.
Even
other-
Halo
yeah,
kind of does that.
the
Yeah.
advanced one, yeah.
Halo, like the beta for Halo, they have
5.
aim down sights and
That was pretty.
all
that was-
kinds of stuff that just changes Halo.
Stupid.
It's totally different.
I don't want to hide. I just want to jump and unload. That's all
Yeah.
I think about when a Halo is.
Yeah,
just
so that's,
not
hiding
that's
hiding.
why it's
range.
called Halo jumping in other
Yes.
games. But like, who are you trying to Halo jump in Call of Duty? That's the best.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
they're like,
It used to piss me the fuck off. Like, we
I
are
was-
real soldiers. Stop trying to fucking be Spartan right now.
I thought it was.
You're ruining
I thought
my
it was
experience.
Hilarious because then you just kill them as they're jumping around. Like,
Dude, the assassinations, like in Halo 4, I don't know how much multiplayer you guys played, but I played a lot. And like you could sneak up behind him and like you take him down and like shove something up on
In
him.
Halo 4?
In Halo
I didn't
4,
play
dude.
any Halo 4.
Oh, it was so
Which I guess
Well, I
have
think-
with
I think the
Master Chief, I'm just never
assassinations-
gonna play it.
Just play it.
came from.
It's really good. Why?
It came from.
What?
It came from.
You don't like 343 or something?
What I don't like
I like
is like
4
when
a
you
lot.
started getting powers for Halo. Like, why am I now a rock? Or why do I now be able to fly? Like, the ability aspect
Oh, okay.
of that was so fucking stupid to me. That's where it took out... Since Halo 3, I've lost all interest in Halo. Don't give a fuck.
That's interesting, dude.
That's I
I
don't
don't
know.
want abilities, I,
mean,
don't want other things. I want
like,
it to be what it was.
the funny thing about Halo is that like it's tried so many different things. Like,
Yeah, it
well, I mean, because Halo
absolutely
3
has.
had they had those
Awful.
same kind of things, sort of like
ODST was not awful.
for like the bubble shield, right? You throw that down.
Yep.
It was totally
Fuck
awful.
you guys. It was
be-
not.
What was good
It
about
was
ODST?
Halo
Oh, yeah,
Noir.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
What
no,
was good about
ODST?
ODST?
Everything.
It was-
the story.
What they have, Halo ODST tried to copy Gears of War with their Horde mode. Like I forget what they
Firefight.
called it, the
Firefight, yeah, but that was another.
It wasn't nearly as good.
Well, everything is.
That, by the way, was
competitive.
my favorite part in Gears of War was playing the
You
Horde
and
mode.
3 buddies just.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
never did
just
that.
like
I never
just-
did that.
Oh, that was the best,
Never
dude.
did
Like
either.
you'd go through the game and then the story's a story, right? But then like you get and then. Are you familiar with it at all? The concept, like basically, you're on one of the
Zombies.
maps,
Yeah, kind of.
Honestly,
Well, you're on
Call of
one of the
Duty
maps.
zombies.
Yeah.
Just never-ending line of horde.
and
that's
yeah, and like
exactly what
and
it
there'll be
sounds
different levels, and like each level they'll add a bit more, and then they'll add
Yeah, so zombies.
Yeah, like they'll either add a bit more or they'll add more types and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and you just have to survive the level, and it's really really fun. There's like 100 levels, and if you put it on like hardcore, it's like super hard because of
I like
all
the
the-
fact that you have to.
like
there's
all the
more
different kinds
teamwork in
of
it.
boomers and stuff. Yeah, and like there was
Than
a
Call
lot
of
of
Duty
teamwork
Zombies,
because
there's way more teamwork than Call of Duty.
In the Call of Duty one, or
No, in Gears of War.
Oh,
Because when it gets harder, you have to work together a lot more than you do in Call of Duty.
yeah. I suck at zombies too.
I like
It's fun.
zombies.
Oh,
I
it's
do.
super
I
fun.
This
have
is
a
the
lot
only
of
thing
fun
in Call of
with
Duty I really like.
Yep, me
Yeah.
too. I agree.
but you
I
know
play zombies. Other than that, don't want to touch Call of Duty.
But back to the Halo 3 thing, I mean, they did have abilities, they just weren't really the same. They weren't really attached
They're
to
like
you.
things
They
you
would be
picked
like,
up, which
yeah,
is
they'd be
fun.
like things you pick up.
Was the jetpack in 3?
Nope.
That wasn't 4, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, and
That's what
Reach
pissed me off
also.
too. Fucking hated
I didn't like the
Reach.
jetpacks. The jetpacks were.
Oh, Reach is where the jetpack
Reach is where all
came
that
from.
Reach is the one I'm talking about. I don't think I've ever even played Halo 4 online, but
Dude.
Reach sucked. Reach sucked. And like it went. What was ODST and then Reach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
And
happened.
like it was like
Well,
once
there
those
was
two
Wars,
came out,
ODST.
it was
and-
just like
Yeah.
no.
yeah.
Reach was
Done.
Bungie's swan song. to
When
finish
4
off
came
Halo.
out, I was so
Yeah.
distraught from ODST and Reach. I was like, I'm not even. What's the point?
And to be honest, like those got forced out a little bit because they had a contract and they were done
Yeah.
and they were making Destiny and they were like, you need 3 more Halo games out of we need 3 more games out of you guys, and so they're like, Wars, ODST, and then
Spartan,
Reach.
yeah.
What I did like about him was, I mean, I liked some of the abilities. I thought jetpacks were always kind of stupid. But
I love the jetpack.
I like the
It's
radar
so
jammer.
weird.
ridiculous.
The one that would like
My
put clones
favorite,
on your
my
radar.
favorite is
Yeah.
the clone though. My favorite is like the hologram one.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was I never left home without the fucking hologram. That was the best. If you've never
I
played
never
that,
left
this
home
was the
without
best
the
part
hologram.
because if you don't have experience with the hologram, then that's probably why you don't like it. But basically, what you would do is like you'd
What is this topic?
press your ability.
Nothing.
It was E3.
Yeah, I
And then
know.
we started
But yeah, I have
doing
two
the
for
huge
each of them,
changes.
and I'm like, what is this one now? We're just
E3 and
everywhere.
bitching about Halo.
Okay. Yeah, right. That's what I was like.
Shitty
Halo
Halos.
shits. Okay,
But like
go
the
ahead.
best part is like you could be, let's say you're moving around the corner, you're crouching, right? You see somebody coming up on your radar. What you can do is you can press the hologram button, and you'll have a hologram run out in front of you.
You're just making it more angry.
I don't know.
I
You
can
know,
sense it.
I've seen this. I
You've
know
probably
exactly
seen this,
what you're
right?
talking
Yeah,
about.
so the hologram will run out in front of you, and they'll be like, "Oh shit!" and they start shooting it.
That
and then you
was
come up
me,
behind them,
Michael.
and you.
That's why you hate. And then he sneaks
Oh,
up
wait.
behind you.
That's not me. I didn't get in my first kill, even though everyone else is at 15 and I'm negative 10.
You were never the one to implement the hologram.
But that's my whole point. Was like I didn't want any of the extras. Like the more
You were okay.
the more
with it.
things, the complexities you threw into it, the way worse in PvP I got.
Yeah.
You went back to
PvP
Halo 1 with
aside-
pistols.
Dude, if you watch my numbers in Halo 3, 75% of my kills are melee.
Halo 4 has a great story, bro. And you have Halo Master Chief
Yeah,
Collection.
I'll play the
Please
campaign.
do.
I'm just never gonna play.
Don't play the
multiplayer.
Don't play multiplayer. And I honestly probably won't for Halo 5 either. The only reason I got into Halo is because a friend back home played Halo, and he was like, and that's the same reason I played Gears of War, because he called me out of the blue for like, we hadn't talked since high school, and he was like, hey man, can you help me with this or whatever? Like I know you always post about video games or whatever, and so I helped him with something. And then I was like, we should play together. So I bought Gears of War, played the first one, and then I bought Halo. Got super into Halo. We played tons of Halo 4 when I was part-time, so I had a lot of time off, and I would be like, let's do this. But we don't play Halo much anymore, so I probably will just play the story for Halo 5. I don't know if I'll play much.
I won't, because I guarantee you it's not gonna be anything like 3. So
It's not. The beta was
stuck on 3.
If 4 was different for you, like 5 is
Oh fuck no!
so
That's
is
what I'm
just
saying. I'm
way
not even
fucking
gonna try.
different.
It's just gonna be done.